family. Today we have a special guest, Bella.
Hello.
We're going to be talking about the sexism and harassment that occurs in Siege today. And I'm joined with my co-host, Gas, and was meant to be joined by Squeaky, but he couldn't show up for some reason. Anyway, Gas. Anyway, as we're talking about sexism and harassment in Siege. Who would like to start this off?
You go ahead, Lan.
Oh, okay.
Take it away.
So basically, as you know, Siege has an ever-growing problem of, toxic people becoming more sexist and, harassing women online in Siege mainly, like calling women whores, slags, all they can do, and it's not nice, And like, I'm sure you've experienced a lot of it, Bella, as well. And like, can you tell us some stories about it?
Well, I'm very fortunate to have a very good group of friends, and it is very, very rare that I will be solo queuing on Siege.
Yeah.
I think I've seen some of the stories, and I can guarantee you that I'll log into Twitter each day, and there's someone writing on social media about what they've experienced in game with sexism.
Yeah.
Like, I queued last night, for example, with Zrex, as most of you would know.
Yeah.
And a teammate turned around and wrote in the chat and was like, "Are you Bella.fop?"
What?
It's things like that, and then you've got the full-blown sexism within the community where people, I mean, I don't know how far I can go with saying what they say, but they'll threaten to rape you, they'll threaten to kill your family, all purely because you're a female within the community. Yes. And then when they find out who you are, that's when it escalates to they come into your stream, they go to social media, and they'll do anything they can to try and ruin your reputation by being sexist.
Yeah, 100%, and it's gotten to the point now. Do you also see the other ones where you just get a lot of creepy people? For instance, one game I was playing with Ems, right, and there was this guy who was Middle Eastern. Let's say he was Middle Eastern, right? Because I think he was, because his ping was like 100 and something. Then he went, he was talking to Ems, he's like, "Oh, you have a cute boy, so you are my girlfriend." I'm like, "Bro, why are you hitting on my 14-year-old brother?" Then he fucking goes, "Oh shit," and leaves. It's just weird shit like that, and it makes fucking women scared to give call-outs and even talk in game.
Like, I'm even if I'm not in a full stack, and we've got quote-unquote randoms on the team, you feel like you can't talk in the game because you're scared of what they're gonna say to you. Now, I've got a big enough mouth as it is, and I don't give a crap.
Yeah.
And if someone, is sexist towards me, I just give them shit back, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't really care. But I know that a lot of girls do go through this, and it gets to the point where they don't communicate whatsoever, and they're just genuinely not enjoying the game.
Yeah, 100%. It's affecting people's playtime. It's affecting people who want to play the game. They just want to come and have a few games, and then they're faced with all this fucking shit, either creepiness or fucking threats and being called whore and all that using
some
slang.
girls aren't willing to chat shit back like Bella is.
Yeah, like
some will just just take it because they're maybe they're sensitive, or maybe they're just they feel very uncomfortable with it.
Definitely. And what we've got to bear in mind is this is 2019.
Yeah.
Women have equal rights.
Yeah.
It's not, gaming isn't a man's world anymore.
No, it's for everyone.
Exactly. And we all game for different reasons, whether it be just to have fun or it's someone's release from their life.
Yeah.
And people don't understand, and they don't take into consideration what that person could be going through outside of the gaming world. It's so difficult to the way I look at it as is they're sat behind a monitor. They're sat behind the keyboard. They can't.
Yeah, 100%
It's
is.
easy for them because they are sat behind it. Then they wouldn't say it to your face.
Oh no, 100% they wouldn't, because it's fucking wrong and they see it as wrong. But like, since they've got the security of them not being known, and they just do it because it's fucking toxic and it's just a whole fucking shit show of a community,
They do it because they know that you can't reach through the screen and fucking slap them like you would in real life.
100%.
I mean, talking from experience, like this is from experience now. I've dealt with all sorts, from the sexism to the bullying.
Yeah.
They want a reaction. That's mainly what it comes down to. They want you to bite to it. It's like baiting. It's like fishing, isn't it? You give the bait. They want you to bite the bait. And they get off from having that reaction. And so, when you embarrass them the way I do, like, me and Ems, for example, when we've been in game and we've dealt with it, and Ems is like, that's my wife, and the comments about being a lesbian start coming out, and all the sexism around being gay as well.
Yeah.
And it's and then when you start to shut them down because you give as good as you get, basically.
Yeah, 100%.
That's when they go quiet and they're like, oh shit, well, I've really fucked up here, haven't I?
No, but that's the thing, is they don't expect a backlash most of the time.
No.
They just expect someone to fucking take it. They don't expect.
I've seen clips of where gals have gone absolutely batshit crazy at people.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're sick to death of being told that they should be in the kitchen. Why can't we do both? I'm sorry. And we have men and women serving our countries.
Yeah.
So they do both. They have a life outside of military, but yet they iron, they wash, they clean, they cook. That's men that's doing that. So, women can do whatever they want. If they want a game, let them game. If they want to go and be a builder, be a builder.
Yeah.
We can do whatever we want. The same as guys can do whatever they want.
100%. It's because it's creating an equal balance, and like in the community, you don't want people to be excluded, and that's what's happening. It's certain people excluding other people, and it's not right. And like, there's not just it's also sexism, harassment, homophobia, all this shit. Just general bullying as well.
What some people don't also realize is it's the people that play on the sexism card. So I'm not going to mention names. We know of an incident that happened a few months back with someone we know, and they was having a dispute with someone, an argument, shall we say, and the person that they was arguing with, she threw that sexism card into it and was like, why are you being sexist? Like, he didn't say anything that was sexist. Why would he? He's in a team with gals. He's friends with gals. But the fact that she threw that card out there and was like, you're being sexist, when he wasn't, there's some girls in the community that would be like that, and it's disgusting that they do, to be honest.
Yeah.
And they're just as bad as the people that are being sexist.
Oh yeah, 100%, because it's, it's making it worse because the people that are claiming it, and it turns out to be fake, are just, making it look bad for people that are actually dealing with it.
Because they know they can get away with it.
Yeah.
And, what argument do you have then if a girl's throwing at you, well, why are you being sexist? Like, they went to they then went to their community and was like, oh, this guy was sexist to me. Didn't prove it or anything. Like, just said, oh, this guy's being sexist. Whose side are they going to take? And
that's basically what the internet has turned into. It's basically just frontier justice. There's basically like no due process anymore. Basically fucking unheard of now.
Yeah.
But like, as a female, we shouldn't have to be in a full stack of friends to feel valued on a game, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
we shouldn't have to have 4 other people playing with us just so we don't have to deal with the shit. As a bigger girl, shall I say, you know, you do get it a bit worse. People are very cruel, I guess.
Yeah.
But then, not only that, as if you know, you're a female in the community and you're pretty, I honestly feel like you don't get it as bad if you're popular, if that makes sense. Like, I know it sounds cliche or whatever, but if you're not in with the group, in with the popular crowd,
then you're basically not an outcast, as to say, but you're not as popular, and they think they can go for the less popular people.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
It's not just that as well. As like, I'm not saying it but as a generalization, it's a bit disgusting. Like, see, when I go into some female streamers' streams, right? You get these, you know, let's say teenagers that are a bit thirsty, and all you see is just all these weird comments, and that's mainly popular people, and it's just like, why?
Yeah.
Because you get yeah.
Some people feel that they have a right over women, I guess. They feel, you know, this has been a big subject lately, is where people feel that if they like subscribe to you or they buy you something off your wish list or whatever, or they donate to
they
you,
own you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's fucking.
They think they have the right to that. Okay, you're now mine, like, type thing.
Yeah.
And
it's just a bunch of deluded people at that point.
Yeah, it is. Like, you know,
deluded virgins.
We could be in a game, like, say me, Lag, D-Rex, you, whatever, and someone's on the opposite team and they're chatting shit in the chat. And we've had it before where they've said stuff to me being sexist and they're being racist or whatever. Yeah. And if you don't have a connection within Ubisoft, then you just got to put up with it, basically.
Yeah, but
if you've got a connection, then you can deal with it. But I think Ubisoft need to take a step towards giving us more options of reporting people, because reporting someone for toxic behavior,
it's more of a generalization of things. It's not really stating what they've done.
Exactly.
But also at the same time, like, the Ubisoft report, you know, methods they use and all that shit, they don't really work, because you don't see many people getting banned for, like, actual toxicity. It's more like ban waves of hackers and, you know, exploit users and stuff.
Yeah,
it's pretty much worthless now.
But they should put in an option where, you know, it's like you can report someone for toxic behavior, but then you've got to follow it up by why you're reporting them. So, you know, give you an extra option. So, say hacking and cheating, DDoSing, sexism, toxic chat. You know, you get where I'm going with this.
Yeah, like also one that's like sexual, like, comments and stuff and all that shit. You know what I mean? Because it's, at the end of the day, it's a spectrum of, like, the amount of fucking shit people say. Is like, there can be sexism, homophobia, as I've said. It's just shit, man. Like, people come on, they just try to have fun.
Yeah. And sometimes it's not fun.
Yeah. It just makes it worse for everyone.
You know, that game last night that I went into that I mentioned.
Yeah.
You know, not only did I have that from someone on my own team, but I also got stream sniped. So that was it. I was like, right, okay, that's me done for the day. And I got straight off Siege and ended stream just because I didn't want to play. And you know, no one should feel like that just because of the way the community is towards someone.
Yeah.
But yeah, as well as we usually do a segment where we ask for suggestions from the stream chat. So, who would like to ask a few questions to Bella, myself, and Gas, and, you know, what we think about the topic? Just move. Go for it. Come on, hit us with your questions. Whoa. What? It was just I just usually let till then I'm married with a wife or I'm 12-year-old boy.
Oh, excellent.
I mean, standard, bro. It's just a standard thing. And Deadbird also said you can do more. To be fair, this game is 5 years old.
Actually, I have a question for Bella.
Oh, go for it. Shoot, my man.
Usually, what kind of person do you usually find yourself, like being confronted by? Because I had a friend the other day, and not to throw shade, obviously, at these people, but basically she said that she gets a lot of this sort of shit from basically either like Middle Eastern people or Romanians. That's where she's gotten the most shit from. So obviously there's a mix of like kids and like,
In all honesty, yes, I agree. Middle Eastern, a lot of foreign people are sexist. But the worst experience I've ever come across was actually on NA servers.
Oh, 100%.
That's not surprising, but yeah.
That's the worst I've ever seen. It is.
Yeah.
I can guarantee if I was to Q&A right now, my first game, I would come across someone being sexist.
Yeah. That's not surprising, considering that's basically it's easier there because or it's more likely to happen there because everyone there speaks English. Where in Europe you have a different variety of different languages, so it's less likely to find people who are willing to talk to you. Yeah, that's not surprising.
Yeah. But like, if you think of it, it's been getting worse and worse by day, and like it's not changing. Like, it's been,
Ubisoft are not willing to do anything about it.
Yeah.
You see so many people putting it on Twitter and YouTube, and they're tagging Ubisoft into it, Ubisoft support, and they're just like, oh, submit a ticket, but nothing gets done about it, and it seems like they're not willing to help, I guess. Yeah.
And like that's a good thing. Is like M's just pointed out, unluckily we can now mute people. But the thing is like, people shouldn't be doing it. Yeah, you shouldn't have to. It's the people who are doing it, and they've had to implement this because people are doing it. You shouldn't have to mute your teammates because it's in turn making you lose your game, and making the experience very less enjoyable. And Wayne's also.
I want to point up on Wayne's. I continue playing because there's no other game out there like Siege. Like no, it's almost like an addiction. Like nothing.
Exactly.
Gives me that.
I say that every week.
Yeah, nothing gives me that feel like Siege does. And genuinely, if I don't have anyone to play with, that's when I don't want to play.
Yeah.
If I've got people to play with, then fair enough. I get tilted at Siege, but I would want to play it.
That's the thing, though, is I've said it every single week. Is like it's got to the point for me with Siege where I don't really like it anymore, but I continue to play it because I'm fucking addicted to the game.
Yeah.
Like legit, every time I buy a new game, I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna play this for a while. I end up going back to Siege because all my friends play Siege, and like I enjoy playing with my friends.
Yeah. But
when you have to fucking play solo, it just makes it less enjoyable because you get a bunch of toxic cunts.
And this is my pure example. So earlier on today, I'm sat here thinking to myself, do I really want to stream tonight? That's what I'm thinking to myself. Do I really want to stream tonight? So what I'll do every day, I'll message Lag, are you playing tonight? If he says no, then that's it. I don't want to stream. If he says yeah, then that's fine. I'll be on.
Yeah, because it's enjoyable when you're playing with your friends, but like if you're in a 4-stack, a 3-stack even, you get in a game with that just one person who can just ruin your fucking day. Because I'm going to point back to an earlier comment made by Ems in the chat. She said there was one time where this guy was being super toxic and she just cried the whole day, I think. I'll go back and read it, like the actual thing. It's taking a while. Oh yeah, she remembers a time a guy called her a bitch, and she was sad for the whole day. Well, not crying, but sad. Fuck, I'm saying the wrong things, but still, Like, just that one person can fucking ruin your whole mood. And it's not right.
Definitely. Totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Something that Em's so much. Oh, go on.
I think over time, and the more you experience it, the more of a backbone you like get, to be honest.
Yeah.
And the more you just like sit there and roll your eyes at it and think, oh god, here we go again. And after time, it does get funny because you just sat there and you're laughing at how immature and uncultured someone really are. You know, you can guarantee that they're sat in their bedroom, their mum and dad's downstairs, but they wouldn't go and say that shit to their mum.
Yeah.
You know, like...
That's the thing, though, is like, they have fucking mothers and they're women and you're saying shit about women. Would you say that to your mother?
Exactly.
I mean, to my mother, I say a lot of shit, but that's only because I hate my mother. Problems with that, but still, I wouldn't say it to any other women. That makes me sound terrible.
Should you have to play in a stack and not receive toxicity or harassment?
I mean, you can still receive toxicity and harassment, but
you do from the other team, so
yeah, it's like
something Em said is like, you know, what are our choices? Like, again, like, the world is essentially just full of these people, which are just, you know, there's nothing you can really do about it. It's only something that's going to be slowly fixed with time and, you know, by educating people and have them understand. But, like, for example, like, I would much rather have the system we have now where you just simply mute the person than, say, for example, fucking Ubisoft wanting to basically spy on our voice chat to try and catch these people. Like, I would much rather just have to mute them instead of, you know, fucking have Ubi spy on me.
Yeah. It was like, I got diagnosed with an illness earlier on in the year, and I was seeing a specialist for diet control. And she was saying to me, "Oh, my son, I think he's only like 12, 13. She's like, he plays the Xbox, and I can hear him up in his room, and he's swearing and he's screaming and he's going mad." And I said to her, I was like, you know, nip it in the bud now whilst he's young.
Yeah, no, but that's another thing is like you've got parents buying their children like games that are rated 16 and 18, and then they're influenced by older people who swear and say this shit. Then it makes them worse as people as they go through time, and they just grow up.
I said to her, I said, you know, when he starts, that's when you need to nip it in the bud, and you need to be like, if you don't stop him, taking your Xbox away. And if he carries on, then you unplug it and you literally take it away for like, you know, a week, a month. You've got to punish him.
Yeah.
Because if you don't and you just let him carry on, he's just going to get worse. And in the end, he's just going to be really toxic and nasty within a community that he's in. And no one wants that.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's like day and day you meet people, right? You meet friends, right? Then you end up having friends that have other friends that are ending up being toxic and shit. And then it's weird, like, you just can't avoid toxic people everywhere. But there is implications that we could put in to stop it, but, you know, it's just, they're not going to put in. Like, Ubisoft doesn't do shit. It's fucking disgusting, some of the things that are said to women, like, homosexuals and stuff, like, sex... fuck. I'm trying to say, basically, it's just a lot of discrimination in Siege towards everyone.
Yeah, definitely, you know. And like I said earlier, and Legs just mentioned it, you've got to have a connection with Ubisoft to get anything done. You know, Leg has a connection, and, you know, if we're playing as someone that's being toxic or sexist or racist, you know...
Yeah.
He goes to his connection. But not everyone, you know, and you see these big female streamers and they have a connection and people are getting instantly banned whilst they're in mid-game for being sexist. But not everyone's privileged to have that type of thing. And it plays with your mental health a bit, I think.
Yeah. Last week it was mentioned by some people, it's like, Siege makes people depressed. It does. Because they log on to the game and they're usually in a 2 or 3 stack, maybe even a solo queue. But people with solo queue are just they're screaming for fucking shit because everyone in solo queue is fucking toxic, and like it mentally impacts them. And like you're just coming home, like some people 95 jobs coming home want to play some Siege, and they're getting all this fucking shitty stuff from people online. It's not fair to people. And then you get all these toxic little cunts that are just screaming at you, saying, "Oh fuck you, I hate." It's just
there's an issue when, because you're a female within the community, that they say the things like they're gonna rape you and they're gonna rape your family and they're gonna kill you, and just because you're not in the kitchen, like.
They just try to say the most vulgar fucking shit to hurt people.
It blows my mind where people get this shit from, to be honest. Like, where they think of this. Like, it genuinely makes me curious as, are those people mentally stable when they come out with things like that? When they say shit like that? Because no one in their right mind, no normal person would say shit like that or think shit like that.
Yeah.
So it makes me curious as if they're mentally stable, to be honest. And it's just,
a lot of these people probably do come from problematic households, though.
Probably.
It's very likely.
And when they're young'uns, and it all comes down to, well, what are the parents doing? Are the parents listening to them say this?
And
do they not really care?
Yeah, but
I think it hits home when it's, an older person saying it. When you've got, like, a man saying to you that they're gonna hurt you because you're a female.
Yeah, someone who's actually matured.
Yeah.
And not just a kid who's just spouting random bullshit.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Oh, they've pointed out in chat that I say that a lot, and it's making me go, oh no. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. And I mean, there was another instance where me and Squeaky were playing a game once, and there was a female on our team, but she didn't want to talk, and she didn't know if we were cool or not, and we were just giving call-outs anyway and shit, not talking shit. And she talked the final round, and it was fucking fine, but her friend was toxic as fuck.
Yeah, I've been in a similar game to that where, well, it wasn't even similar, to be honest. We was in a game and there was another female on our team. I was dual queued with someone. There was a female on our team, and she was playing with a male. And even she was being, like, she was saying sexist shit towards me. And it was kind of like, I don't understand, though, because you are a female in this community, like, but you're being sexist towards me.
It's fucking mind-boggling, bro.
Game. And I'm just like, that actually confused me a lot. I was like, that doesn't make sense, and, that's
because sexism has no gender, basically.
Yeah.
You don't have to. Like, just like there are cases where, people can be racist to their own race and sexist to their own sex. I mean, it's rarer, sure, but it can happen.
It's just mind-boggling, like,
Yeah.
Never ever witnessed anything like it, to be honest.
It's just no. It's a big no from me.
And me.
If it was a fucking talent show, be fucking free nose, bro. Free fucking nose to that shit, and it's fucking hell. And oh wow, it was great this is what Wayne said. It was great meeting you, Lug. They're genuinely nice people in the community, but they are drastically outnumbered by the sheer gash and wankers. That's true. That is true. Oh, gash and wankers. That's great, Wayne. But if we want to go to the next segment of the show, we usually talk about, well, this has been brought up now. Is there any other games anyone's excited about? Well, we already know me and Gas are excited about, but what games are you excited about, Bella, that are coming out?
I'm actually excited to try the new Call of Duty, to be honest.
Exactly. That's a big one. We had Tom on last week and he said that as well.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying that. This is going to be a very unpopular opinion. but I've actually been enjoying a little bit of Fortnite.
Oh no! Oh no!
It's
Cyberpunk.
It's nice to just go on to another game and chill. Like, you know, there's people that will sweat Fortnite.
Yeah.
And that's their main game. Whereas that's Siege for me, you know, I'll go on Siege and that'll be my main game. Fortnite for me is just something that I can go on and just fuck about on, really. Just, you know, not even care.
Just play brain dead.
Yeah, just, you know, I like doing the challenges. I like trying to do the challenges and whatever else. I can't shoot, I can't build, like, but I'll try the challenges. It's just easy way to chill, I guess.
Yeah, no, like recently I've been getting back into Destiny 2 since they left Activision. It's become more fun. It's not a cash grab anymore. And like I can just sit and chill and grind for a few hours. And some of the things people are excited for in chat, Cyberpunk 100%,
Luigi's Mansion.
Death Stranding 100%, Luigi's Mansion. It's all 100%. I've became a meme, guys. I've became a meme.
I'm gonna go and get the new Nintendo Switch.
What, the Lite?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave PC. I'm done with PC.
Isn't the Nintendo Switch Lite basically the Nintendo Switch, but it doesn't have like the docking capability and all of that?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I've
she
never
would
got
know.
the original.
I haven't seen much on the Nintendo Switch. I have seen a bunch of the games that are coming out because like the fucking Witcher 3 is coming to Switch.
Oh,
that's got me fucking hyped because like
Witcher 3 anywhere.
Exactly. Witcher 3 whilst you take a shit.
Oh no. No, but like, you know, also going back to the topic, I forgot about this. Warriors sent me a picture of a guy's username they were playing against one day, and his name was all women are hoes. That's his username.
People, yeah, and you know, I honestly feel like we've said this before, how people get away with what they like, you know, some of the names they've got on Uplay is how they get away with it. I do not know, and yeah, that is another thing.
That was pre-filter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know, but they make their Uplays
just disgusting and vulgar. Oh, it was all women are hoes. Karma pointed out. Yeah, no, even though what it was, it's still fucking vulgar as shit, and you've got people having literally the N-word in their name. Racist slurs, racist terms. You have homophobic terms as well. And it's not good.
It's like, I think the best thing, you know, this is going off of sexism and this more onto toxic, like being toxic. I think the best thing that, well, not best, but the biggest response I've ever had to someone being toxic towards me, it's been a few, to be honest. There was one time where I was streaming and they come into chat and, you know, they're, oh, you're fat, blah, blah, blah. And they go ahead and take their time out and they made 15 accounts, all to do with my name, Bella.
Oh, what the fuck? That's just petty.
And then there was a time when I was modding the Prem chat, and there was accounts coming in calling me fat and things, like Bella is fat and all this lot. Like, people go out of their time to do shit like that.
This is why fucking professional gaming can't be taken seriously, because you get people like that. It's why it's not recognised 100% in the media.
Yeah.
And it's just... It's not good. That's my only response, is because it fucking baffles me. And also, Wayne has pointed out, it's fucking stupid people can have racist, sexist, and homophobic terms in their name, and he can't even use his surname, because it could be because apparently it could be seen as offensive. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
yeah, it's because it was pre-filter, so they're you know, the names haven't been forced to change when the filter was implemented.
Yeah.
But now that, you know, if you try to make that same name, it won't let you. But if you had it before, you'll keep it.
So, like, my friend, one of my viewers, Hashlock.
Yeah, Hash.
The name Hash isn't taken on Uplay, or it wasn't, and he couldn't take it because hash is a drug, you know.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't let him have the name, even though it wasn't taken. That was recent.
Yeah, that's fucking weird. But as Gas said, it's probably the filter because it's, things that...
The absolutely useless fucking filter.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's... I'm gonna have to start on this, because, like, the filter, it's so ridiculously pointless. Because, like, even after they implemented it, you could see that people were just finding workarounds to say the words that they couldn't say anymore.
Yeah, they were using fucking backslash and forward slash and all that to spell the N-word out.
Yeah, exactly. Or, like, just... Like, if you put a different combination of words, and then when you read it out loud, it sounds like that word, even though written down, it's not even close to that. But, like, when you read it out loud, it then sounds like it.
Yeah.
And it's just, there's a bunch of different things that you can do to be toxic. Like, the filter is just so useless. It's ridiculous. And, like, they were saying that, we need to stop toxicity and stuff like that. And the community had been asking for a fucking mute function for so long, because a mute function would have essentially dulled a lot of that issue.
Because, I think when people are like, "Oh, just mute your teammates if they're being toxic," like,
well, maybe not your teammates, but the enemy at least.
Oh yeah, definitely the enemy. But I think...
And like the community had been asking for a mute function for so long, and what do? They put the mute function after the filter.
Yikes.
Why?
I don't know.
That should have come before, not after.
Karma is wrote in a few comments. He's written, thing is, you don't know someone's life and if they have an illness that makes them the way they are. Also, he's written, I don't mean to the person being a cunt, I meant to what Bella said about being called fat and everything like that.
That was something I said earlier on, about how you don't know what that person's going through in real life.
Yeah, you did say that. It's like
the gaming might be their escape from, problems that they have in their life, and
yeah.
People don't use their brains and they don't take that into consideration. They just want to upset someone.
Yeah, and it's just not right. It's because you're fucking aiming to mentally harm someone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fucking disgusting, and frankly, I don't understand why people do it, because it's not very, humane.
Lag's making me laugh. Lag, stop making me laugh.
There's a few things that have made me laugh a bit in the chat, but like I've tried to keep stop, Karma. But
100%.
That's the meme of this episode. And Wayne, feel free to make an 100% emote. Wayne's just posted it. No illness makes you a twat. You make yourself a twat. No one else. Full stop. People don't have issues, and no one has any right to know about their problems. But it also doesn't give them the right to be a fucking twat.
Oh, I'm intrigued. Wayne, does Candy, or has she dealt with a lot of sexism within this community? I'm actually intrigued to know if Candy has.
Lamb.
Yeah. Me?
No.
No.
The other
No.
Lamb.
No. Yeah.
She's asking if you've spoken to Candy about it.
No. It's Wayne. Wayne. She was asking Wayne, not me. You just went
I
Lamb.
thought she has.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's another T4H streamer.
Fair enough.
But my heart goes out to Hattie, Lady Frontbum. I know she's been dealing with it quite a lot lately. Not just the sexism, but a lot of toxicity. And I know that, she's feeling a bit shit about it. I've seen her put on Twitter quite a few times about how she's been dealing with it. I don't know, like I want to give some advice to people, but I don't really know what to say. Like, I can't exactly turn around to someone and just be like, "Oh, be a bitch to them," like I am. Like, not everyone can do that.
The go-to advice really is just mute them, but it's not enough.
Or at least just ignore them to the best of your abilities. Like, don't feed into their bullshit. And yet it is hard. I know it's hard. But like, it's the thing is, it's like a chain reaction. Like it's basically like a hydra. Like if you know, if you try to stop it and you being toxic, you're just basically just you're making it worse. You just it's and that if everyone is like that, the toxicity in the community is just gonna keep fucking doubling and just doubling up and just it's gonna just keep going and increasing. It's never gonna stop that way.
Yeah.
I don't get hostile. What do you mean, karma?
Oh no. Fuck's sake.
No,
Karma,
I don't know.
naughty,
It's
naughty.
so difficult to give advice on, like, to other females on what to do. Like, my point of view is just be a bitch, but not everyone can do that. So it's just, I think people deal with it in their different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It all depends on who you are, I guess.
This is
it can be fun to be sarcastically nice to the person that's, that's giving you
kill
shit.
them with kindness, because it just makes them fucking mad. Oh, there was this one instance. Oh, I'm not going to talk about that. But anyway, Wins wrote a very good thing. He's wrote, people are from all walks of life and everyone around. And everyone has different life experiences and issues, be it physical and mental. No one has any right to know about another's issues if they don't want to see, if they don't want to share. But people are still people. If you don't like people, just avoid them, block the fuck out of them, and put it past you. That was hard to read. I'm not gonna lie.
Definitely, like my mum always taught me when I was younger, treat people how you would want to be treated. So that's telling me, well, if you're gonna be like a sexist cunt to me and you're going to be toxic to me, is that what you want in return?
Yeah. No, it's treating people how you want to be treated.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do that. Like, you know, fair enough, I'd be sassy with someone.
Yeah.
Or I'd be a bitch to someone, but, you know, I wouldn't stoop to that level. Don't stoop to that level, because it's not worth it. It just makes me feel more shit.
Honestly, like, the whole thing is just fucking ridiculous, and you don't really care to. It's like wasting your fucking energy on someone, because if they're being toxic to you, if you're being toxic back, it's just fucking making the problem worse, because they're getting the reaction they want, and it's just enhancing what they've already done. It's making it worse.
What Legs just said, I've witnessed firsthand. Leg, when someone's been toxic to Leg and he literally replies back to them in the chat like a heart or love you too, bro, and they legit do not know what to do. They don't know what to say because they haven't got that reaction they wanted, and they're just like, oh, okay, because they don't know what else to say. It's actually hilarious. You should try it.
No, honestly, it's just a bunch of fucking shit stirrers, man. And like, the thing about Siege as well is it's made me more fucking angry as a person. Like, one day yesterday, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, but I was playing as Doc and I was in a 1v4 situation. I got 3 kills. Then, fucking, some Twitch comes in the fucking room, comes in trophy with a fucking suppressed F2 with a red dot on it. And then I get killed just because she's sitting in the fucking corner. I couldn't see her. I just fucking flip out. I'm glad my mic was off for that.
Oh yeah, I've seen where, you know that, oh, what was that game mode called that we just had?
Showdown.
The Showdown one.
No.
Someone got voted, like, kicked from it because they was top fragging, because they was carrying the team.
Yeah.
Like, hello? Where's the logic in that? I don't understand it.
Wait, give me a minute. You're stealing my kills? I'm kidding you. Probably fucking logic they had, and it's not a good logic to have, you know. Just not very.
No, it was a different one, Leg. I know it happened to you, but there was a different one. Oh, was it you? It might have been you, actually. I can't remember.
Was it or was it not Lerg? That is the question.
It was Leg, because he was waiting on me. I was in a tea hunt.
Whoa.
I could have saved him from Showdown, but I decided to do tea hunt instead.
But anyway, we have another segment on the show where we like to ask the person about themselves and, you know, how they got started streaming and that. So.
Oof. You're not ready for that.
Oh, I am ready for that.
Alright, so I came from Xbox originally. When I started
Yeah.
streaming, I streamed through the Twitch app on Xbox.
Mm.
I'd only ever watched. Well, I was on my second streamer that I'd watched, but I originally watched Tatted Up Lady. She was called at the time, which is now just Tatted on Twitch.
Yeah.
I met Bloodbath through her. She was a Siege streamer, and I bought the game when I watched her, and I didn't really like Siege at first when I first bought it.
Yeah.
And then I started watching Bloodbath, and I became one of his main mods for his channel. That's when he first started getting into casting for ESL. And I honestly got inspired by the both of them to start streaming. So I started streaming through the Twitch app.
Yeah.
And it just, I honestly put my heart on my sleeve, and I say I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for Bloodbath. In all honesty, he helped me when I first started streaming with a lot of hosts, raids, being known in his community. That's where I met Lag, through his community. So yeah, I met people through him and started streaming, and then I came across Infamy, the org.
Yeah.
Lag was in Infamy at the time. Lag got me into Infamy. And yeah, it just goes on from there, to be honest.
And now you're on the most fabulous stream team in the world.
Definitely.
100%. And, you know, in chat, if you type !guests, it will take you to Bella's page on Twitch. And if you don't already follow her, I would advise following Bella. She helped me start streaming. Well, it was Mav and Bella. Bella helped me do all my Discord and, you know, set up my Streamlabs properly. Mav got me jump started. But that's the thing as well. You just don't forget who, you know, was there with you at the beginning. And if they become a cunt, they become a cunt. No, but that's not everyone. You get a lot of good people, as we say.
Yeah, Karma, remember who was there for you.
Oh no, throwing shade. Oh, yikers. But also, like, you know, as a streamer, you've done many things. You've recently hit 2K followers, yes?
Yeah. I also haven't shared this news yet. Well, Lag knows it. But I got affiliated with Logitech today.
Oh, you got affiliated with Logitech?
Yeah.
Well done!
So, yeah.
Good job. That is actually quite amazing, Bella. You deserve it, my dude.
Thank you.
Maybe the G Pro X will be shipped your way soon. Hopefully. Big flex. But, yeah. I mean, that's amazing, man. Doing bits.
I mean, you know, I see people asking other streamers, are like, oh, any advice on streaming, on how to build a community? Honestly, just grind. Like, it's a long process, and it's some days you're just like, oh, I can't be fucked to do this anymore, but it's worth it. It is worth it. You know, build yourself a really good community. Have amazing mods. You know, I have too many mods as it is. You know, I'd love to mod everyone, but I can't. But I have a great bunch of mods. You know, they're there when I need them. I can, you know, I could be streaming and have no mods in the chat. I know I can message one of them and be like, I need you in chat, like it's gone crazy.
Yeah.
And they'll be there. You know, get yourself a good bunch of mods that you can trust and that you know will help you out. Apart from Lag, you know.
Whoa!
I'm joking.
No, but Wayne, I see you. New mouse, please, if I sub, and access to your DMs and phone numbers and house key, etc., etc.
Listen. You can sub, but it doesn't mean you've got my life, okay? No, this goes back a bit to the beginning of the cast, but what was it? I seen something the other day about we were saying about how guys feel like because they've subbed, that gives them the God's given right to
you know,
whatever they like. I've been in two situations. One was where, because he was subbed, he felt like he had the right. And he thought he had the right to friendship. And when I said, no, I don't want to be friends because you're really creeping me out.
Oof.
It was the case of, I'm going to go and commit suicide because you won't be my friend. I can't do this no more. And it was all that line. You know, that's guilt tripping. So he tried guilt tripping me. And at first it worked. And after a while, I was just like, you know, I've had enough of your shit now.
Fucking emotional blackmail. That shit's wrong.
And he went to the extent of deactivating his Twitch account. He made a whole new profile. Acted like he didn't have a mic. And then I figured out who it was. He then went to another streamer that I was friends with and whispered them, telling them that I'd murdered someone.
What?
Because this guy had supposedly committed suicide. So apparently that makes me a murderer. But he hadn't even committed suicide. And then the other time was this guy came in my chat and he started buying everything off my wish list. And I mean everything, like my PC, everything. That's where it all came from. And it got really weird. He sent me a message one day and he's like, my sister's told me I've got to stop speaking to you. And I was like, what?
What?
I didn't talk to this guy outside the streams. Like, I had no idea what he was going on about. And he's like, but my sister told me I'm not allowed to talk to you anymore. And I was just like, sat there looking at my screen like, okay.
Okay. It's not like I talked to you anyway, but...
I never seen him again, but I was just like, okay.
I would just be like, wait, what? What? Oh, there are some people out there. You do get some characters on the internet and on Twitch and stuff. It's fucking... Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you do get weirdos. Definitely.
But also, like, you know, many things seem to be doing well. I don't know. But yeah, as you know, you're part of the T4 stream team, and you know, that's very good. I wouldn't have got to meet you if you weren't on the T4 stream team. Very glad we are friends, Bella.
How boring your life would be without me in it.
I mean...
How boring my life would be without you in it, though.
Thank you. Yeah. It's just mental what people do. And, like, just a recap on the whole stream today and the whole podcast, you know, we've talked about how sexism is fucking massive problem in Siege. We've talked about a bit of racism, a bit of homophobia, talked about general toxicity in the community. And we just talked about the community, man. It's just, it's going on a downward spiral. It used to be a small community in Siege, as I've heard. And, like, everyone, practically knew everyone. But yeah, it's just fucked. And, like, the best way to change it is just fucking try and ignore these people to the best of your ability. And
Boxer. Oh no.
wait, Pock? Where's Pock?
No, Boxer.
Oh, Boxer. Ooh, hello. But yeah, if anyone has any, you know, more topics that you would like to discuss, any more questions for Bella, we can continue this. So, you know.
I agree with Wayne. What's the next topic?
Yeah, I don't know. Do you want to discuss anything, ask us anything, you know?
Next topic. What should the next topic be?
Would you like to ask us anything, like?
No.
No. Oh.
No.
No.
I know that if I've ever got an issue, I can come to you guys and you've got my back. So I'm not really, you know.
Yeah, 100%. DMs are always open to you, Bella.
Oh, thanks.
It's so good. No, but you know, anyone in chat have anything else? Because if not, I think that will be a wrap.
Oof.
I think chat has 100%.
100%.
100%.
Need a 100% emote.
Yeah, I think that's gonna happen. Well, you know what? It's been a good show today, and thank you, Bella, for coming on. It's unfortunate Squeaky wasn't here. We probably would have had more to talk about.
No.
But yeah, it was a good stream, and this LambCast is 100% finished. Anyway,
Hold on. Wait.
I'm waiting. What?
Where is it?
Where's what?
Fuck. I can't find it. Never mind.
1%. No, but anyway, if that's all for tonight, I've been Lamb. Gas has been here as well. Especially, well, thank you to the lovely Bella for coming on today.
No,
And
thank you.
as you know, the VODs get uploaded to YouTube, so that'll be uploaded sometime tonight. And if you want to rewatch the show, you can. But anyway, for now, it's been LambCast, and good night.